this umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Then go get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On play action, it's Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Cardinals at 14-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On second down, here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Murray now to throw. Going for it all. And, oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Isaiah Simmons
in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Purdy now to throw.
Buying time to his left. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Now Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Back to throw, Purdy.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cardinals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. The slot man in motion right. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Second and 10.
Throwing now is Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here's Purdy.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Switch.
going for it. It's Mitchell.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Palmer going in motion right. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. First play's a run with Nwangu.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3rd and 4.
Now Murray.
A short throw to Musgrave. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Just like that. Mike 14. Mike 14. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a give running right, Nwangu. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He went over 100 yards a week ago, and with that run, he does it again.
He's an absolute horse, a guy that eats carries. And what I mean by that, the more you hand it to him, the more the production you're going to get. A big-time performer.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Murray.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jenkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Murray now.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Murray to air it out again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Yaya Diaby
coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Palmer going in motion right.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Steps away. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Again, it's Taylor.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Mitchell.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Mitchell again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he gets it down to the 32.
121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
3rd and 2.
To throw is Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Rolling to his right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Handoff right side, Nwangu.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left.
He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Elijah Higgins
from 3 yards out.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and pin it on him and score a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw.
Purdy. That's completed right side to Palmer.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll get this off to Taylor.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Purdy from the gun.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Murray going to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the give is Nwangu. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Murray.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Running the slant. Gray with it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
On 1st down, Purdy. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Purdy.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Murray.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cardinals,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
so that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you winning, wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride the side when you winning. Keep a when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could